Hello, one and all. Welcome back to Type QQ, and welcome back to Bullet Soul Infinite Burst. Um, we're on burst mode still. Hopefully, we can pull out more of a result or more product, more of a video than just a 10-minute like spiraling death run. So we're gonna try and loop. She's certainly a more OP character. She's a bit more overpowered and a bit more easy to use. And really, regardless of what mode she is, whether it's the fire with the sort of finger bullets or the concentrated laser with the punching, she's gonna just fucking kill anything in front of her. So hopefully we can produce a better run than we did previously with Yoon. Yoon, not that Yoon's a terrible character. Pretty much the player behind her is pretty terrible. They were with burst mode. Maybe waiting and saving that for a better time, I suppose. But yeah, it's good to see Infinite Burst getting a lot of attention on the channel. I certainly do enjoy the game. I've enjoyed both versions of the game very much, and with just so much going on, I'm glad I'm able to sit down and play with it more. It is vastly more difficult than the previous version. I keep kind of hitting that point home, but I think the fact that they kind of leave loop open from the beginning of the game and not having it being a sort of unlock from beating the game with somebody else is certainly a good thing. It kind of maybe counterbalances things a little bit. I don't particularly find much satisfaction in picking loop. I'm like, okay, great, she's pretty well like just fucking kills anything in front of her. What's the challenge of that? Especially when you have like a bullet canceling mechanic. It's like, Jesus Christ, I'm not gonna really have to dodge much. It'd be just a matter of just like watch your clumsy step and not trip over enemies while you're killing them. And to the certain to a certain point, that's still correct. But we're getting a commentary track here, so we do die before beating the game. So there's that. However, looking at the time here we have on the bottom of the screen, yeah, we got 20 minutes. So it's a lot better than what we did prior. I think what we were doing with Yoon was kind of averaging around 10 minutes. So it's good to at least have a 20-minute video overrun. Jesus, that's still rather short. It really shouldn't be that short. I think, was it 40 minutes was the 40 minutes was the full complete run. Who knows what that is with burst mode, whether it's going to be shorter or longer. There might actually be like, I have heard of talks of there being like a secret boss from the original game being, a default boss tacked onto the final boss where we've come to know and love in regular burst mode. So there might be a little bit more extra length and difficulty with this as well, especially when we're talking about no auto bombs. The point that I keep screaming about, like God damn it, I need that, like some sort of like insulin or something, I need this shit, or I'm dead. I need auto bombs, or I'm gonna be dead by the third level, which does have some valid reasoning behind it. I don't know the volume, just I think it's a little low. There we go. I think that's probably a little bit better. But certainly, we'll come to that point later on when we get there as well. But I think, once we get to, areas of the game that we have not seen yet. So sometimes I think that has its shortcomings as well when we're not seeing certain things. For the second or third time, if they're kind of surprising us, I think we're going to caught off guard a bit and taken advantage of, if I could use the phrase. We're maybe sometimes too accustomed to how the game is in the regular old Bullet Soul that sometimes like, okay, so this is going to happen, and something completely different happens out of the pipe and kind of fucks everything up. like so far, these first couple levels, or even the 3 levels, we've kind of come to understand how um, what to expect out of them. But the question is are we going to use the burst mode here on this sort of like train-like enemy or the boss? But it looks like we're going to save it for the boss. This sort of concentrated pink laser is just shredding everything far too easily to really worry about. Yeah, no real need for the burst mode there, especially where the boss is right here. Have a little bit of patience and not use it too early. Kind of see some progress in that on the life bar, and then click it in. Yeah, absolutely, just destructive. Sadly, a big chunk of coins just kind of bounced around right at the wrong time, and or I wasn't able to pick up a lot of them, but. Alright, back with burst mode here. There we go. It's good to have a little sort of bullet cancel when you enter that mode as well. Yeah, it's not good being a boss when you have Loop's burst mode kind of just beating the absolute garbage out of you. And there we go. You can't really ask for more than that, you know. Came out pretty damn well. And never-ending bonuses, I guess, too. Time bonus and shield bonus. But yeah, a little channel news, I suppose, or at least an update on everything. The 3 most seems like most popular video series right now is Dokkan. This game here, Bullet Soul, Infinite Burst, and the third being the new Touhou game. So moving forward, those 3 might be kind of sort of what you may expect in the coming days until something changes. Of course, you know, I do want to keep a sort of platformer kind of in the wings as well. Mega Maker's been doing really great for that. However, you know, views for that has been kind of drifting off a little bit. But of course, you know, the second volume of the Mega Man collection has just hit Steam just a couple days ago, so maybe getting on that might be a better choice. But do comment below if you're watching this video but also enjoy, you know, the Mega Man stuff as well. Let me know what you would rather watch between the two as we hit burst mode here. And I think this is probably a pretty good place to hit it as well, just because there's so many enemies. You can catch those coins and just kind of stay in burst mode. And there generally is a chest here as well, although it looks like I kind of... Oh man, talk about premature something, right? Premature losing ad revenue from no longer a friendly video or friendly ad friendly video for or ad friendly content for YouTube, which is a touchy subject, I'm sure, for a lot of channels out there that just seem to, I don't know, it kind of fall on the wrong side of the coin, you know. You know, I could understand, you know, YouTube being a sort of private company and having an image, but, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, if you don't have a particular, you know, if your image is, anyone in the world can upload videos and you can watch whoever, then you kind of then post that. You kind of decide what people really can and can't make content for. It's a little weird, I don't know. It's still very early to kind of, die on a sword, with a particular opinion, but I know it seems a little weird for me, at least right now. I don't know. I would not be completely surprised if YouTube in the next like 2 or 3 years just had an enormous overhaul, where it's kind of struggling with advertisers and things like Hulu and Netflix are really kind of like 1 and 2 of content being viewed in the world. I'm sure YouTube is there as well, but probably not to the full extent. I don't think maybe too many people in the world are watching hours and hours and hours of binge watching YouTube. They might just find like some videos here and there on their subscriber screen a day, maybe. But who knows? I could be wrong about that. But I wouldn't be surprised if they had like an absolute complete overhaul, of just like, yeah. Maybe had things divided a bit more, kind of like if you load up Netflix and you see like, oh, this is the sci-fi section, these are comedies, this is recommended because I watched this movie. I would not be surprised if YouTube had something like that as well, where you if it doesn't already, but it does seem kind of cluttered and kind of just a sort of pool of everything. Got our burst mode, but it looks like we might be saving it, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I know they have the YouTube gaming, which is kind of, it's there but not there at the same time. As they're steadily being beaten by Twitch on a incrementally, as time persists, Twitch beats them just a little bit more and a little bit more. All right, here we are with the boss time. Looks like we got 3 chunks out of our 4 chunks. I don't know why I've been using chunks as a sort of unit of measurement of life there, but it's kind of like, it's weird because we have all this segment of health with 4 big, portions of it. So, I don't know. With another one going away and knocking us out of burst mode, unfortunately, but maybe that's the kind of what happens when this is the sort of first time we've seen the new version of this boss. Able to snag those coins, but maybe you shouldn't have tried it to begin with. Back into burst mode and just really putting in the damage there. Yeah, and really no business being alive during some of those dodges. But all the same, pretty thankful that we made it out without being punished too much. Back into burst, I think for the 3rd time. A lot of different phases, and then tried to thread the needle there. It didn't work. Got knocked out of burst and got all these silver medals instead of the better ones. But hey, at least we beat stage 3, which we just got the achievement for right there. Something we haven't been able to do prior. So, hey, there's something at least, in the words of Mighty Number 9, it's better than nothing. Oh fuck, man! What a disaster that whole project is. I think it was like Mighty Number 9 was like on the Humble Bundle just recently. I was like, oh cool, maybe I could get it, and even still, I didn't even pull the trigger on that. It's just, what an epic disappointment. For years and years, Mega Man fans are like, Capcom, you can't fuck this up. Just do something. And then it's kind of like Inafuna's like, yeah, I know we can't fuck it up. We'll put out something. They fuck it up, and that fucking was it like their English PR representative or something like that. He's like, well, you know, at the end of the day, at least it's better than nothing. Like, fuck you, you know, you fucking asshole. I mean, on a list of the fucking biggest cunty things to fucking say, that's right up there. Like, well, you know, I mean, thanks for your hard-earned money. Some of your subscribers, you're not subscriber, but Kickstarter backers that backed upwards of like maybe like $100 plus. Well, at least it's better than nothing. Like, really? If I wanted a lot more better product than just barely nothing, or just barely better than nothing. God, what a imagine ordering food and there's just like a fucking used condiment on top of it. It's like, well, it's better than nothing, right? You know, you could eat around it and you won't be hungry. Like, yeah, I mean, I suppose you're correct, but it's not exactly fucking optimal, is it? Not the very fucking, not really why I came here. Not really why I'm giving you money. I don't know. I know it's not easy being a game dev, I'm sure, but I would think being a game dev would be a lot easier than being a fucking PR representative. Jesus Christ! And actually, this part of the stage is fucking fabulous. I had no idea there was this sort of big healing station, but yeah, healing, bringing us right up back to full life. Yeah, I would say making the game is the hard part. And the easy part is just kind of being transparent and talking to people, and sometimes getting a bad review and someone calling you a dumb asshole online. Like, honestly, like, let's be real, the internet's been around for a while now, and, you know, everyone's been called pretty horrific shit on it. You just fucking just go with it, you know? You know, it's just part of it, you know? It's part of just, you know, any business that leaves it sort of anonymous, sort of gift, you know, not gift cards, but feedback cards. You're certainly going to get one that just says like, "You guys are a bunch of dumb assholes," or "You guys are a bunch of worthless cunts." You know. I mean, that's kind of the internet right there, where you can kind of just let anyone email you or anyone hit you up on like a chat window on like a live stream and call you whatever. You know, can't let it really affect you. It's just that, you know, people do get to say and get to do different things when they know they're not in smacking distance, you know, or, you know, they don't have any sort of repercussions for what they say or do. You know, so you kind of get a different sort of attitude sometimes. And who knows, you know, you really, you know, when you're giving a reply to somebody, you know, when you just see a username, you don't know that it's possibly just a 13-year-old kid just cranky about something and just going through 13-year-old puberty shit, you know? You know, I'm sure I don't need to go in this diatribe of self-explanatory shit about a 30, 40-year-old man working for Mighty Number 9, losing his shit and saying, "Oh, it's better than nothing, guys. Sorry, the game is fucking making you cry like an anime fan on prom night." Fucking, was it Deep Silver, that PR guy? What a bunch of fucking idiots. You know, I mean, I guess that's making a game, right? You have a good idea, and then you have to pass that good idea through so many fucking stupid people that you get Mighty Number 9 by the end of it. That must be very frustrating. Like, well, it was a good idea when I was sketching it down on my notepad, and we're making some conceptual images and stuff. It was a good idea then. I had no idea I had so many fucking idiots working for me, though. That's why I kind of just, like, love indie stuff, you know? You know, the development team of, like, 3 or 4 people, or maybe one people. You know, just that sort of one people. Oh shit, we're getting real close to dying here. Last ditch. And then dying on burst mode. Sad. But no, that's like I was saying. That's why I kind of like the sort of one-man team that just loads up a cool game on Steam. You know? You just get the sort of spicy meatball from a one chef, you know? But that's going to be it for this video. Better than usual, but still rather disappointing. But don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, do all that stuff, and we'll come back and play some more.